Welcome back to the restaurant show. We are very pleased to have the Egg and I joining us. And Steven, owner of the Egg and I, right on the Beltline there. So glad to have you. Welcome.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Love being here.
Glad to have you. And you have amazing food. We know you have amazing breakfast, and recently, I get to brag on you for a second, but recently actually voted best breakfast in the Madison area, which is a huge accomplishment because there's a bazillion restaurants in town. So one of the many reasons that you have such great breakfast is you do some really cool things, some specials, and one of the specials is this French toast. So talk to us about this.
Okay, well, it starts February 9th and runs till March 22nd, so this one will be around for a little while.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Really good.
So that's part of the reason I'm glad it's going to be around for a little while.
Yeah.
Because you get a chance to try it.
And I'm really excited about it. So it's a peaches and cream French toast. All of the things in that sound amazing. So there's a little bit of technique involved with this. So you
It's a
really
little
are.
bit. I gotta get started actually.
Yes. So let's get you started. And now this is some very nice thick bread. What kind of bread do you use?
Okay, well, it's a thick cut sourdough,
Oh, yeah.
which we have. It's made for us. And then, of course, we use a custard that we make right in the store. Most of the things
awesome.
we do, we make in the store if we can.
Yes. A lot of made from scratch in-house things that you do at the Egg and I. So the custard you actually make right in house, right in shop. I love
Yep.
that.
So we were going to talk a little bit about technique.
Yes.
One of the things that goes in this dish is cinnamon. And when you're cooking with cinnamon and you're making it in a liquid, a lot of times, if you're not careful with what you're doing, you'll end up with these little bubbles of cinnamon, and it's dried cinnamon, and it'll get it all through your dish,
Okay.
and it'll end up being these little intense pockets of cinnamon.
Okay.
And there's a way to get around that. It's real easy.
Okay.
It's like you mix your cinnamon up.
So you put all
first.
your dry ingredients in with the cinnamon right away and
Sure.
get that going.
And just get the cinnamon just mixed up evenly through everything.
And what did
so-
you add there?
A little bit of
Sugar?
salt and some sugar and some cinnamon.
Okay. All good things, right?
Yeah.
Sounds good so far.
So that's how we got to that.
So you kind of have to get that
So
moving.
this
so you
is to
don't
make our
get,
compote. Yep.
Okay, so you don't get those cinnamon pockets.
Yeah, so now we're just adding water to it. And you
Okay.
can see it's still got a little bit of cinnamon bubble right there. But
Yeah, but this is the why you did that first. Can you imagine if not? So, ooh, look at that. It looks kind of caramely.
yep.
Love it.
So this is going to be a nice compote when we're done with it.
Okay. And you kind of leave that to do its thing.
So now I'm making a slurry
Okay.
and add this to it.
And that's going to go in there.
That'll also go in there.
Okay.
So
Look at your cute little mixer.
yeah.
That's adorable. You have all the good tools. I love all your little tools. You got everything you need.
Got everything.
Okay, you
So
whisk
it's just
that up?
cornstarch and water.
Okay, so cornstarch and water, and you're gonna add that to your already cooking cinnamon and other ingredients. And that,
It's close to time to flip that.
okay, so we're watching time on those. And that gets poured in. I love French toast. I'm really excited about this. Now, sourdough French toast, is that typical? Do you usually do sourdough bread?
Well, we always do.
You always do. I love that. That's great. And they make it specially this is your own brand, essentially.
It's made for
you.
us, yeah.
Yeah. I love that.
It's not really branded, I don't think. but-
Your own bread, I should say. Yeah, maybe. But that looks great. And while you're kind of working on that, I want to make sure we mention too, because if you haven't been to the Egg and I, first of all, it's a big place. And people forget that or don't realize maybe if they haven't been, because you drive by on the Beltline there and you go in and it's sort of shockingly large. Look at that. That's perfect, right?
Yeah,
And
it's really nice.
and you guys have an extensive menu, not only for breakfast, but a great lunch menu, and outstanding coffee. So I want to make sure we kind of talk about this while we're finishing up the peaches and cream French toast, because people don't know everything about your coffee and how great your coffee is. So you actually do grind your own beans, don't you?
Yeah, we have, our coffee's actually branded. It wasn't originally when we first opened,
Okay.
now it's branded. But Royal Cup and Torquay Coffee do coffees for us. and they roast the beans and they sell us the beans, and we have the beans in sealed bags. And when we're ready to sell it, then we grind the coffee beans.
Wow.
So when we're ready to make some coffee. If somebody would want to come in and buy our beans, we sell the beans.
Oh, okay.
And we'll either sell you the bean or we'll actually grind it if you want it ground yourself.
Wow. Okay, so you can buy beans or they'll grind them up. You'll grind them up for us. And I've heard, I don't know much about it, but you have like a state-of-the-art water filtration system, and that makes a big difference, doesn't
Yeah,
it?
especially in Madison.
Yeah.
Madison is very hard water. There's a lot of magnesium and a lot of calcium in it that can make your coffee bitter.
Right.
So our system is the same one that Starbucks uses,
Oh, okay.
and it takes everything out and just adds back a little tiny bit of calcium, because you have to have some of that or your coffee or your soda won't work right.
Oh, okay. So there's a little bit of science to the water, and that actually helps your coffee be so good. That's one of the reasons. Okay.
Culligan, Total Water in town, sold us this system. So
Interesting.
kind of plug in. They're nice guys.
Yeah, there you go. But yeah, so definitely don't skip out on the coffee when you go to Egg and I, because it's awesome coffee. So that's really great, and go there for lunch too, because you guys have great lunch. So okay, now what do? You add the peaches?
Come on, get in there.
Those go in. Oh my God, it smells delicious. That's outstanding. Ooh, that just like added to the scent right there, adding the
You
peaches
can
in.
smell
Whoa,
this.
what a difference. Yeah, that looks so good.
So it's almost ready.
Let you kind of finish up there. And pull it off,
these in
nice and
half.
hot. Look at those. Those are picture perfect. Beautiful.
So we take a little. Wait, where's my scoop?
There's no way my French toast would turn out this perfect looking. I love your scoop too. I was complimenting his scoop before we started. All the good tools you have. There's another one.
Come on, get in there.
Beautiful. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I'm not sure. I was hungry for
this
breakfast
out.
before you started, but now it's all I can think about.
And
What a display too. It's pretty. And then the final, this is like the grand finale, right?
this is it.
Pouring it over the top. Oh my goodness
2 scoops.
gracious.
One's not enough.
Wow, that looks outstanding.
A little bit of powdered sugar.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Okay, powdered sugar on top. And when can we get this peaches and cream? Oh, we're not even done.
Not quite done yet.
Look at that. Wow, that looks so good. Peaches, cream. What else could you ask for?
It's
I
everything.
can't even stand it. That looks beautiful.
That is a delicious breakfast.
When can you get it?
Starting February 9th
Okay.
till March 22nd.
March 22nd. That is just super duper. So check them out at the Egg and I. Don't forget coffee. They have the best coffee in town. Delicious breakfast. February 9th through March 22nd. Stick around. We've got more restaurant show coming up right